The name of this video is Ira Krakow's Blender 2.5 Alpha 1 Python tutorial, Part 3. In Part 2, we saw how windows are built from building blocks called panels in Blender 2.5. You can lay out a panel and get data from the user. The next step is to actually do something with the data. For that, Blender 2.5 lets you define operators. Once you create an operator, it works anywhere within Blender. In this tutorial, we'll create a simple operator using the simple_operator.py template, one of a number of pre-designed templates that makes it easy for you to just add the functionality you need. After that, we will look at a simple example created by Blender artist user Crouch at blenderartist.org. By looking at the code, we can see how to create a panel with a simple row and column layout and to display a button. Then we'll create a ping-pong operator which, when the button is clicked, toggles between displaying the button in the left column and then in the right column. First, let's see what an operator can do. Start up Blender with the default scene. Again, we're not going to do anything with the default cube. We'll go straight into the text editor by changing the window type to text editor. From the text menu, select Open. Navigate to the .blender folder, which is a subfolder included in the 2.5 distribution. If it is hidden, because it starts with a dot, unhide this type of folder in your operating system. Click on the .blender folder and go to the Scripts folder. Click on the Templates folder, which contains templates for basic scripts, and choose operator_simple.py. Here's the code. This operator will print the names of all the objects in the active scene on the Blender console. That's what the code in main does. The class SimpleOperator needs two variables to be defined. BL_ID_name, which is object.simple_operator, is the internal name of the function, and BL_label, simple object operator, is the external name, the name of the operator for the Blender GUI. The poll function checks to see where there's an active object. For now, just leave it as is. The real action takes place in the execute function. When simple_operator is called, execute calls the main function, which, as I said, prints the object's names on the Blender console. By returning finished, the execute function proclaims that it did its job, and the operator's job is complete. The register function registers SimpleOperator as an official Blender function. The final two lines allow the SimpleOperator to be run outside of the Blender GUI in a standalone fashion. Click the Run Script button. Nothing seems to have happened. However, if we click on the Blender console, we see that the names of the three objects in the scene, the cube, the lamp, and the camera, print on the Blender console. What's nice is that you can run this new operator from anywhere within Blender. To illustrate that, go to the little search window at the top of the screen and start typing simple. You'll see that the simple object operator name displays. Click on it. Go to the Blender console and you'll see that our new Blender operator ran again, printing the names of the objects in the scene. You can even add your new operator as a tool. To illustrate that, go to the 3D window. From the tool shelf on the left, click the Add Tool button. Type simple again, just as before. Choose Simple Object Operator. Your operator is now part of the tool shelf. Click the Simple Object Operator button. Go to the Blender console and you can see that the object names are printed yet again. That's pretty slick, I think. Let's combine our knowledge of panels and operators to do something a bit more complicated. Switch back to the text window and add a new text block. I pasted the ping pong button example posted by Crouch at blenderartist.org. The panel will be registered in the Objects window, displaying at the bottom of it because of the BL_ variables at the top of the script. The Object Buttons panel class contains two functions, draw_header and draw, which draw the header and the rest of the layout respectively. Draw_header places the physics icon in the header area and the text ping pong. Draw splits the row into two columns equally because the percentage is 0.5. Initially, the button does not display because display is initialized to 0, and in that case, the if statement makes the ping button display. The object object_ot_ping-pong has the name PIPO, both internal and external. When the button is clicked, the invoke function is called. The message moving the ball displays on the console, and the panel displays, with the button position switching between the left and the right column. Both the operator, object_ot_ping-pong, and the panel, object_pt_ping-pong, will be registered when the script is executed. Click the Run Script button. Go to the Object window, it's the one with the bright orange cube. Click on the Ping button, then click on the Pong button. Repeat as often as you want. I hope you liked this. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on YouTube and to discuss my video at forum.irakrakow.com. Happy blendering!